Skelton Show. With guest star Michael Landon, David Rose and his orchestra, The Silent Spot, Red Skelton as the old man who hated kids. And tonight, featuring San Fernando Red. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Red Skelton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel good. I was over to see the preview of the new cars, and they're really something. I went to the automobile show. That's sort of a preview for a used car lot, you know. And this year, the cars are wonderful. They've got something that'll stay with you for years, the payments. Hey, there was one old fellow over there to buy a car, and he says, I gotta get a new car. Now, he had this old car. It was so old that the hair in the upholstering was turning gray, see? He says, I worked day and night to get this car, but it had brand new tires on it. I says, how come? He says, I work nights mostly. He says, I got to get a car, though. He says, this car, the first 10 miles, he says, goes 10 miles an hour, the fenders rattle. And he goes 30 miles an hour, the doors rattle. 50 miles an hour, I rattle. They have a new car that's called a Pinto. The Pinto. I saw a lady driving one side saddle. They call it a Pinto. It's a small car, but there's still enough room to horse around. And those Italian cars, they've got exciting lines. As a matter of fact, I saw one of those little Italian cars pass Sophia Loren and sneer. And there's new the Italian cars, they don't knock you down. You ready? They get you in a tight pinch. The new cars, they've taken all the fun out of them, though. Remember how you used to walk in and a salesman would stand on the running board, see, and he'd show you how the gear shifts work. Now there's no gears, there's no running board, and all you got is a salesman who's got a pitch. This is about as exciting as a nun's confession, you know? But you know what you have to look out for is really the women drivers, you know? And my wife, for instance, she applied for her driver's examination and got 4 tickets in the writing test. But my wife is no exception, you know. She's, well, the other day she had a wreck and the St. Christopher got whiplashed. But now they've got things on cars, reminders they call them. They got lights on these cars to remind you to fasten your seatbelt, to remind you the emergency brakes, a reminder for the oil check. And the salesman told me, he says, you won't have to remember anything. And I looked at him, he was standing there without any pants on. Hey, but you know, talking about lady drivers, I tricked my wife into driving carefully. You can do the same thing. You know what I say to her as she drives off? Drive carefully, or the policeman will ask your age. Hey, Little Red was driving the other day, and she pulled in one of those parking things, and it says, no parking from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So she got a ticket. So I said, didn't you see the sign? No parking from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.? She said, I wasn't going to stay there that long. But you got to be careful when you drive in California not to drive on the sidewalks, you know. You might hit somebody taking a sobriety test. But a lot of cars, people buy cars just to attract attention. The other day, right here in Burbank, I saw a beautiful blonde driving right along the street here, and she had her top down. Well, everybody was staring, you know. I said, good thing she's not driving a convertible. But you know, little cars are fun to drive, but sometimes they don't make you too happy. For instance, in a drive-in theater. So with that in mind, I'd like to do a short little pantomime about a fella at a drive-in theater in a small car, a little compact.
before you go to bed. Watch out for San Fernando Red. He can steal your golden tooth before you waken. He'll sell the Brooklyn Bridge to you, blowing the Holland Tunnel too. If you've anything to take, then you'll be taken. Yes, you'll be taken.
Now, Michael Landon and San Fernando Red in The Yacht Club.
Oh, that salt air sure is nice, sure is nice. If you could only bottle that up and sell it in Los Angeles, you could make a fortune. I sure wish I could find myself a sucker this morning. I need money. Well, I'll be praised. I'll be praised. I think my pigeon has landed. Pardon me, sir.
Yes.
Maybe you could help me make a decision.
No, I'd be happy to.
I don't know which one of my yachts to use today, the chartreuse, the beige, or the lavender.
Now, who paints your yachts? A hairdresser?
My hair...
Let's try to get that.
Yeah, no wonder horse beats up on you all. Yes, sir, I'll tell you, I'd pick you up, boy, and kind of shake you around, but I got a creak in my back. You see, this morning I opened the door and my closet, and some box of money fell on me.
Oh, let me fix your creak.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank
How's
you.
that?
Oh, you're very kind. You know where they're giving a dance for corkscrews tonight? Oh, say, by the way, which one of those little ships out there is yours?
Or that little sailboat right there.
Oh, that's... You mean that little thing is yours?
Yes.
Well, thank you. You've just saved me a lot of valuable time. Good day, neighbor.
Pleasure meeting you, sir.
Nice to see you. Saves me from buying a paper, though, I'll tell you that. Yeah, richest boy in the world arrives in town today. Well, sir, I'd like to get my hands on that. Pardon me just a minute. I want you to know something, son.
Yes?
All of a sudden, there's a sudden attack of affection for you come over me.
I was afraid of that.
Did you buy the chance? This is not your picture in the Gazette, is it?
Yes, it's not a very good picture.
It's not.
No, that's why I fired the photographer when I bought the Gazette.
You bought the Gazette?
Yes.
You mean to tell me with that kind of money you have a little boat like that?
You mean that?
Yes.
No, I use that to get out to my aircraft carrier.
Boy,
Yes.
that is rich. Yes. Not funny, but rich.
Excuse me, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be my agent.
A phone innocent.
Hello? Oh, yes, you bought two companies for me. Good. Worthington Pump and International Nickel. They merged, and you want to know what to call the new company.
Wilmington Pump and
Worthington Pump.
Worthington Pump and International Nickel. Why don't you call it Pumpernickel?
Marvelous idea. Call the company Pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll send Richard down with the contracts. Thank you. Rich.
Say, you look like a man would be interested in increasing your fortune.
Always.
Now, I just happen to have a little fantastic plan.
You signal for me, sir?
Yes, yeah. Here are the contracts for my purchase of the Painted Desert. Have them change the color. I'm sorry.
Oh, that is rich.
Yes.
That is rich. And the producer's going to be proud of that, too. I have a new invention. It's called a sea sucker. A sea sucker. Not only will we make millions out of it, but it will solve the water pollution problem.
Well, how does it work?
Well, son, all you do is you throw a big hose into the ocean, see, near Santa Barbara, and it will vacuum all of that oil slick right off of the water.
What do you do with the oil?
Well, we case it in case. We save it in case. We case it in safe.
I'll be home in a few minutes, Bob.
Yeah. Tell him I'm coming home with you. As a matter of fact, I may be going back to the other network after this. We'll save it in case the plastered down hair ever comes back and George Raff is back.
I'd have to see that to believe it.
Oh, the invention?
Yes.
I'll go get it for you. You want to ad-lib here or you want to go with me?
Invention. That's an invention. Fantastic.
You wait till you see how this thing works here. There we are. There. How do you like that? This is, Sonny, is the new 1971 Sea Sucker.
Looks a lot like the 1970.
It... You ain't going to give up, are you, huh? Yeah, I'll turn it on, and we'll see what shows up here. Here we are. Oh! You all there?
Yeah, I'm a lot taller.
Oh.
Dropped your hose.
Pretty good.
Here, let me give you a hand with that.
Oh, you don't have to. It wasn't that good.
Oh, at least the sound effects work.
Yeah. Here we go now. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Yeah. Seaweed. A fish. Look at that. Seashell. I tell you, that looks like a Christmas present for the cast of Sea Hunt.
There's a bottle.
A bottle?
There's a note in it. That's for you.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, a good straight man could run away with your show, I'll tell you that. To whom it may concern, the AA meeting has been canceled. Happy New Year. Good heavens. We've taken the surfboard right from underneath the surfer there. Let's see what else we can get.
Talk about pollution. Oh.
How can anything so little get such a big laugh, huh? Well, what do you think? Do we have a deal?
Well, I don't know. You haven't really vacuumed up any big stuff.
Big stuff. All right, sir. Watch this.
So you've got a deal.
A deal. All right, sir. Thank you. Now, of course, to get this little thing off the ground, we're going to need about $75,000 investment.
$75,000?
$75,000.
You know, I only have $70,000 with me.
I'll take it.
No, just a minute. Just a minute. I think you should put something into this deal.
Oh, well, it is my idea, boy. It's my idea.
That's not enough.
Oh, not enough.
No, I think to show good faith, you should put in... I think to show good faith, you should put in some money, about $2,000.
$2,000? Where am I going to get $2,000? I sold my mother yesterday. I tell you what, $2,000. I'll be right back. I got an idea. I'll be right back.
I'm sorry, Pa.
$2,000 right there.
Oh,
There it is.
beautiful.
Boom,
Thank
boom.
Oh, let me help you with that. Thank you.
Well, I really got sticky fingers, huh?
See you
Yeah,
later.
$2,000. Where you going?
Well, I've been cheated a few times, and I just want to make sure this isn't counterfeit.
I see.
Never can tell.
You never can tell. No.
Be right back.
You bet, sir.
That phony newspaper gag worked beautiful on them slats. We fleeced the sucker out of $2,000.
$2,000?
Yeah.
Well, he fleeced us.
What?
I gave him $5,000 for this ring.
Let me see that. Are you kidding? We can get $10,000 for that at any pawn shop in the world. Let's get it.
I'm sure glad I brushed all that crackerjack off that ring, I'll tell you that.
And now, the silent spot. Red Skelton in The Old Man Who Hated Kids.
our sponsors and staff, and especially you, ladies and gentlemen, for allowing me to be a part of your evening. So until next week, we'll say good night for now, good health, and may God bless. Good night, and thank you.